The Sound Lab, 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 the Sound Lab. Experimenting with the best new music.
John Newman.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright, man. I'm good. Chill.
You're in the middle of your tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to the rest of it. You got
Very
Bristol
much,
today.
very much. Feeling good. Pumped on roids. Basically, I wasn't very well. Well, I still aren't, but started the tour not very well.
Yeah.
And then I got a bit more tour bus lurgy and singing lurgy, where you sing when you're not very well and it just ruins it.
Yeah.
And it got really hard, to be honest. It's just been a bit... Actually, today feels a bit like a relief because it was just like... Just had quite a lot of emotional stuff through the tour. Like, met my dad for the first time in 15 years the other day. And then got on stage and couldn't really sing, and the crowd helped me through it, which was emotional in itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the support. And then... It's just, I'm a bit knackered now, and then, went to the doctors this morning and got some roids. So I'm fairly pumped on roids now, but I'm on a bit of a come down now.
You need a couple more before you go out.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool, so you're on this tour because you've released a new EP.
Yep.
Tell us about the EP.
It's amazing, to be honest. It's like, I felt like I've got to be really careful doing this, because everyone, my whole team are amazing. They support me so much, but there was a time where basically I lost my way a little bit, and the guys were loving and caring enough to step in and start giving me advice on what records I should make.
Mm-hmm.
And it frustrated me. I didn't know what records I should make. I was like, what am I doing? And then these are the 4 tracks that I said should be singles along the journey. And so we put them out. And the reaction's been amazing. There's been like 3.5 million streams in like a week and a half or something. It's mental.
Yeah, really good. And the latest singles with Nina Nesbitt as well.
Yeah.
What's it like to work with Nina? Because I've met her a couple of times. She seems really down to earth and really nice.
She's cool. In the first interview we did together, somebody said, "What's your key to songwriting?" She said, "It's a bit like farting. If you have to force it, it's probably shit."
Yeah.
And I was
I like that.
she's wicked. And then but I've known it, like, she first did Love Me Again on the Live Lounge, and I noticed that and started becoming a fan of her music, and then we actually met, and she supported me on tour, and it's just been, it's one of those, I can't work with people that I don't know or that I've met and they're a bit up themselves or anything like that. So I generally work with good people that inspire me and make me feel good about what we're doing. You know?
Absolutely, because I don't like bringing this up, but it's a key thing in music at the moment, and that's mental health. And you've suffered with it. And how is it for you being in the limelight with so many people following you, your music, and having these mental issues?
I think it's more like, it's not an ego thing, but I think it is more difficult for me and other people in my position, which is that there's people that have been around since I've been around that were successful and still highly successful and get recognised and wouldn't have felt any difference. And then there's people that were ridiculously successful that made music for radio, that wanted to make great pop tunes to be played on the radio, to change the radio. And unfortunately the radio stations have just started following Spotify playlists. And there's music for Spotify, there's formulas behind it. And the least offensive it is, the easier it is just on the ear just to skip by on a playlist, the more plays it gets, because people don't think to turn it off. Bravery's not respected anymore, and I think I've always been an artist that's wanted to be brave. I wanted to be different. I've wanted to make music that is raw, that feels like something I want to hear the instruments. I want to hear the real, true productions and the excitement. I think you struggle from that, and that's the only way that I can explain, not the lack in success, but the off-peak amount of success. And then what that leads to is you kind of going, I really liked that. That felt really good. Not the red carpets and the free champagne, which is the only fun thing about it, to be honest. Like, not the posh shoes or the fucking private jets. It's like the raw success of making something amazing, of something you're proud of, and I think that starts affecting you. And to be honest, the only way out of it is to say, why did I start doing music? And the reason I started doing music is making music I love. And when I said about that EP, it's like, that's why I'm happy now, because I've been allowed to put out music that, hey, look, guys, yeah, I might have a single at some point that will save everything and change everything. But right now, I don't feel like I'm willing to put my heart on the line for that anymore. I'd rather just put out music that I love, and if everyone loves it, then that's cool.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you finish this tour, what's the plan for the rest of the year and then into 2020?
I'm currently producing a single that the reaction's been amazing. Like, I had Ed Sheeran telling me that he loved it and really excited about it. I'm working with Steve Mack.
Mm-hmm.
He's helped Ed on a lot of his stuff. I've been working on it. I think I'm getting a Tiesto remix, which is really cool.
Nice.
But like, it's really big, the whole thing, and yeah, there's a huge push behind it from a label, so that's really exciting, and it almost looks a bit like a successful light on the horizon. But right now, I'm enjoying the journey to that. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you constantly write and jot down ideas and do bits and pieces, or do you kind of give it a break? Because there is always seem to be a nice big break between releases for yourself.
I just don't want to bore people's ears. That's what it is. Like, yeah, I've had bits of illness, and also that I just went through a period where I don't know what happened, but for some reason, every time I sat in an interview, I was being nagged about Calvin Harris's and Taylor Swift's relationship. Yeah. And I was like, I was being so forced into a corner that I couldn't speak anymore. It's like, oh, I'm a musician. I want to talk about music. I don't want. Yeah, he's a friend of mine, but I don't want to comment on his relationship. So when I say I don't want to comment, oh, it's a nightmare. It's a right mess, because they've had to, he won't comment on it and stuff. And it was just like, oh, I can't deal with this. And then next minute the press was all over brain tumours, and I was like, tell you what, it's probably easier I just sit at home with my dogs. So yeah, I mean, when them situations come along, I deal with them and work through them and songwrite, go home and songwrite and prepare for when that's chilled out, which feels good. And then talk music again, and I think it's good. And yeah, if I get an idea, I work on it. I am always working on stuff, but I'm not one of these people to go and force myself into a studio every single day just to write a load of exhausted nonsense. I'd rather write something that's like, right, now I'm going to write the songs that feel like I want them as part of my life, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the future, do you maybe want to kind of branch further afield and try other things and see if they work for you, or where you're at in the world of music, is that where you're happiest at the moment?
I'm a highly creative person. I get up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I work till about 12 o'clock. And that can be designing like artworks or anything, but I actually right now I spend a lot of time working on a chauffeur company. I love designing cars. I love building cars. We do these bespoke cars, and I'm working a lot on that and other projects. And there is times where I go, do you know what? Like, maybe I'm done with the pressures. Maybe I could just go and be creative somewhere else. So I think, yeah, I naturally change throughout my music. You know, I experiment with stuff. But in terms of, I would do stuff. I'd do other projects. But if it was something that was like desperate for success with, I'd be like, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not a desperate guy. If people are searching for me to be desperate, to be friends or whatever, I'd be like, I'm not, I'm all right. Like, I'm not upset by these things. I'm not, if people upset me, I'm not desperate. I'm happy, so I'd have a great life, whatever. I'm just generally a chiller, and not a chiller, but like, I work hard at everything, so I enjoy everything. I think it's about living life, not a career,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. I need some more rides. I'm like,
to see you go
Nice. Yeah. I actually was chilling out then. I was like, hello. But, man, thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers, man. Thank you.
The Sound Lab, 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 the Sound Lab. Experimenting with the best new music.